Hey, today guys I'm going to show you a quick hack of how to keep a great flavour of like Suicide Bunny, yet for cheaper. Right here I have Suicide Bunny. Now this is £9 for a 15ml bottle, so you're talking about per 10ml £6, whereas this cheaper version of it, like a copy of it by EcoVape, is only £9.99 for a 30ml bottle. So if you combine the two together, then basically you're paying £4.20 roundabouts for each 10ml of liquid. So obviously it's cheaper than running Suicide Bunny by itself, yet it tastes just as good. Now separately, if like you vape each one separately, then the Suicide Bunny does taste by itself a lot better than this one. But if you mix the two together like I'm about to show you, then they just taste exactly like this Suicide Bunny. You get more liquid for less money. So what I'm going to do is start off with a fresh tank. Basically any sort of, like, I do smoke on RDAs as well as my RDA there. Do all that on the 150 watt mod, but today I'm going to be mixing this up for the sub tank, which I smoke on the Smart M80 Pro. So I've just got a fresh tank, fresh coil, because this is how to get the ultimate flavour out of it. The tank I'm using is the 3 Max Starry with the 0.2 ohms coil. So I'm going to start off by just putting the coil into the freshly cleaned tank. Now before I put the rest of my tank together, because I want to give it time to settle, I'm going to take the original Suicide Bunny, because the first flavour that you tend to put on a coil tends to stick around. So I'm going to go pure in with a whole drop pipette full, basically, if I can get it full, of this liquid without mixing it. So this is pure Suicide Bunny, just going directly straight into the coil. All of it. No messing around. In fact, I'm even going to put some more in, another half or something, until the coil is absolutely saturated. Just be sure to get all the edges. So no messing around with this, straight in there. Absolutely filling the coil. So it's absolutely soaking. I want to see it on the outside, it's coming in from the inside. If I leave that to settle now, there's like 1.5 drop pipettes full of Suicide Bunny in this coil. These coils are massive, so in a bit I leave that to settle, you should start seeing that come through the edges. So I'll just put that to one side. I've been sort of cleaning with the sort of cotton bud there to like get everything dry beforehand. So I'm just going to reassemble my tank back together, nice and clean, so I'm getting pure flavour here. If I hadn't cleaned my tank before changing this flavour, obviously it's going to be infected by the other flavour, but the video I'm showing you is how to get the best flavour, and this is how you do it. That's my tank ready. So now I'm just going to put a couple of squirts of the original Mother's Milk by Suicide Bunny straight into there. I'm going to fill it about 1/4 of the way. Bearing in mind we've already put so much into the tank, into the coil itself. So that time to settle, see how much we get in there. I tend to be only getting a little bit of juice for this pipette at this time here. It's not a very good pipette, but that'll about do. So we've only put about just under 1/4 tank. That's all we need of this liquid, because we've put all the liquid in the coil to start off with, and that flavour will stick. So basically we're not really diluting it, because we're diluting it with a knockoff version of the same flavour, which just isn't quite as good. But we've got enough of the original there now to sustain. So when I fill this up with the cheaper juice, so obviously at £9.99 per 30 mils, 30 mils of this in equivalent at £9 is £27. So £27 for 30 mil, £9.99 for 30 mil. Oh, actually it's 2, so yeah, I've done my maths wrong. It's actually sort of £18 versus that, so it's less than half the price, this one really. It's just over half price. But what we've done is we fill the tank up. We've got a little bit of the original Suicide Bunny there. We've got the coil completely full of nothing but Suicide Bunny version, and just the cheap imitation filling up most of the tank. And I can assure you that when this vapes, it tastes just as good as the original.